Hey guys, I'm Callie from Colorado Forest Beings. I hope you're having a good day. I'm out here trying to find something very special for you because I figured you've been asking me for a while to give you a little bit more proof and to tell you like what is it for, what are they doing with the rocks. So today's mission is to find you something that's going to convince you that A, this is intelligently designed, and B, that it also has intention and purpose. So buckle up, let's go ahead and get into it. And I hope you like my beautiful rock, the biggest one right off the edge, suspended, because it's gonna be an awesome video. We're going way up there, but I'm entering here. And then as I'm walking, right, I'm walking. I look at these three big things right here. And then what do I see? I see a bunch of crumbles lined up, touching to this big boulder here, touching to that boulder, and then on a little dolmen. The sun is hitting it right now, standing up. And then on this side over here, I'll show you more steps and crumbles going down. So you have steps and crumbles here, here, on the other side of that going that way, and then this here is connected to this. I'm going up there, but I see a trail of quartz that's coming down the hill. And it's a bunch of pieces that are like this. Like some sort of mining went on and then everything was dumped right here. This is the tailing of a big piece of quartz. And it's all right here. It's coming down the hill from up there. So we're gonna go up there and see what went on. Look at this piece. It's a rose quartz, and it's beautiful. Beautiful big piece. Look at that. They're all like this. Strangely, this one in here is sort of in shape of a heart, rose quartz. I'm gonna put it right here. But as far as the eye can see, everywhere. So I'm really curious to know what went on up there. I'm gonna walk you here just for a minute and look at the ground. Look at all the quartz tailings. So, same, scattered all over the place. See? Some coming from here. It's like a quartz mountain. Look at the big pieces. Big vein right here. But the pieces are beyond the veins coming from up the hill. That looks like a perfect walkway. Zzz, right there. We got a vein of quartz right here, rose quartz, at the top of this hill, and we have a boulder that's suspended and in alignment right off the edge. And I just found this little guy here. It was tucked underneath here with a piece of rose quartz. I noticed the quartz, and then I was like, oh my God, there's a shed. But I had not noticed it before that. I'm just gonna put it here and leave it there. I got a beautiful overlook here. I got some boulders there. Look a little suspicious. And then what do you have right here? Look at how neat this little thing is. It's all set up with multiple rocks on top of rocks. And it's got like a perfect seat to sit, extend your legs all the way to here, pretty much. This is really cool. Let me get up and over and show you the details of that stack that's right up and over this. Look at all the stones from here. Stone that's not from here suspended on top of stone, and then it makes this little pocket right here. Bunch of stones. Yeah, it's been dug. It's not dug, it's been like brought there. These stones have all been placed here like this, making up a little like pocket. with a beautiful view. That's very neat. Look at it from here. Big stones. And then that big one is suspended. Right next to this tree, right on the peak. We're going up and over so I can show you the other side. But it makes a beautiful little perfect hut, and it all goes organically with the contour of the land. You wouldn't notice this unless you're really looking for it. So quiet. And as soon as we start getting up and higher on the peak, what do we have? I told you in the last video I needed to come up here, and now I'm up here. And when you get to the top, you have a beautiful ensemble of gigantic boulders. And the stick. Look at this stone. This stone is not from here. Neither are these big stones. You need some heavy machinery to carry these stones. Look at this stick. It's not from here. Look, I'm gonna show you. Ready? Look, it's not even from here, okay? This has been placed here with these stones and this beautiful suspended UFO round boulder. I don't know how to describe it. Right here. on top of the world. For the sun to hit it. If you look at it from a certain angle, the stick has the same shape as the butte behind it. And then I just ran into one back behind me that was right off the edge. And I'm just gonna keep on taking this line here. I'm trying to find like a little cavern or cave. I couldn't find where the quartz were coming from, but I'm still looking. Big disc. That one up there is also propped up. You got some stones here that have stone on top of stone. See that? Stone on top of stone. Stone on top of stone. Right off the edge. And that one right there is right off the edge too. Look at it from this angle. You see how those boulders are right off the edge and they're not the same color as what they're standing on? They're different. This one here, look at it. Right here. And then this is the one below it. Yeah, look at this. Stuffed right here. Crow right by me right now. With the tree, it's a total setup. This is a total setup. See, I've been walking for a minute and it's taken a minute to get to this sort of setup. And I know it's a setup because miraculously we got stones on top of stones right next to this here. Look at this. You can see through. This thing is suspended right here on top of what? A peak, another peak with this ensemble of rocks. And the trees. Don't forget the trees. Don't forget all the sticks up here. Look at all these sticks. Stuffed. This is gorgeous, man. Every time I get to one of these peaks, I'm like, I gotta get to the other one and the other one and the other one. But it took a minute to get back here to this secluded area. I just showed you with the rock on top You see how that looks split? When you look back here, it's this gorgeous one. Oh man, there's like another slab here up on top also. Don't want to touch this one because I don't want it to fall. But look at that. Woo-wee! Alignment. Alignment, you see the alignment? Ah, look at it on quartz. On a little tiny quartz right there, creating pressure. Just helping you stay up. Wow. Again, over and over and over. There's like another slab right there pinning that tree. But this one here is incredible. What are the odds? How many of these boulders have we found now off the edge of these, what I call ancient ruins? Some people get offended because they're like, those ain't ancient ruins. And I'm like, yes, they are, because these are sacred lands where the natives would come for ceremonies, healing, and shamanic journeys. Okay? That's what's going on with these parts. Look at that. That's incredible, man. And it doesn't come off. How do I know this boulder was placed right here? I'll tell you, it's very simple. If you look here, this right here is on stone. Look at it. I can literally move it with my finger. But right here on this side is another stone that's creating pressure. This is a stack that's moving on this side. I can create pressure. And right here, almost like if I go like this and I step real hard here, we'll send this boulder going down the hill. But I don't think that will happen, and I'm not gonna try it. But you can clearly see this boulder is propped right off the edge on a double stack. What I believe this is doing, I've been getting a lot of questions. What is this doing? Why are they putting big boulders that contain a lot of mica, minerals, quartz, and silica on top of rocks that contain a lot of quartz? It's because they're generating orgone energy. It is the life force. This pressure here from this large quartz, this large piece of quartz pressuring down on a double stack with a lot of quartz content is creating piezoelectricity, which is when you put pressure with a cord on top of a cord, it creates voltage. That current, along with everything else that's paired into these rocks, is creating the pressure and is releasing ions into the surroundings, affecting the surroundings positively. Look at the stack. Look at the intelligent design. Boom, 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 boom. Right here. That's what I believe is happening. And if you don't think it's intelligent, well, I don't know what to tell you. Very plush. And from here, you can see this thing is about to roll off the edge and is suspended on what? On a rock stack. A rock on top of a rock. Lots of quartz content. Creating orgone energy. It's releasing this energy into the surroundings and it is affecting it positively. Look up orgone generating devices. I posted a store in my community from one of the viewers who made a couple comments and we exchanged some information. And then I found out he has a store. I'm not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. But if you're interested in orgone generating devices, look in my community tab and you're gonna find a really neat store. Listen to this guy. I know I'm in a good spot when I'm at the top of my exploration and I got a crow right here. It's two of them. They've had me surrounded the entire time I've been here, sounding off the alarms. this is pretty wild. I'm up here and I'm observing that there's a stone on top of stone. I'm looking at this weird shape and I'm like, I don't know, man. This boulder doesn't look like it's part of that boulder. Like, what's going on here? And I'm here pondering on this. I'm looking at the cutie boulders. I'm looking at the trees, sort of observing everything. There's a suspended stone straight to the back of that there. And what do you have here? A little gun. Look at this. It's a toy gun, but it scared me because that's the last thing I would expect to find here. Huge boulders. What? What is, what? No. No, that's gotta be a toy. Oh man, thank God, okay, it's a toy. I'm sitting here, I'm looking at this here, and look at what I found. A toy gun. What? Wow. That's really cool. It was literally right here. How did that get up here? How did that get up here? Tell me about that. I'm here exploring, trying to find something to show you. And all of a sudden, I kind of start looking at these boulders and I'm like, oh, this looks a little bit weird because you got a bunch of boulders over here and then there's a boulder on top of boulder on top of boulder. And then this ends up being like this with this odd shape, right? Just standing straight up. Then you got one there on top of one there looking down. Bunch of stones there. This one standing straight up. And what do you know? Like, I'm standing here and there's that little toy gun right there. And I can assure you, there haven't been kids up here, friends. This is very remote. And the people that have the power to get up here don't play with toy guns. So I'm really puzzled how this got here. Right there. On top of this, it's not even a stone that you would stand on. So if you say, no, a kid came here and stood right here. Yeah, what kid is going to stand here? Look. What kid's going to stand there? That's a gun insane. That looks just like a real gun. And when I went like this to shoot it, it shot, but now it doesn't do it anymore. This doesn't charge up anymore, but it's like a little gun. And I have no clue how this got here because this is not even a stone that a kid would stand on for this to fall here. So I don't know. There's no walkways here. I'm literally in the middle of a very remote place where you don't bring your kids out here. And the nearest hospital or emergency services are very far away. So I don't know how that got here. That's incredible. Oh man, I am blown out of my mind right now. Whoo! That's a strange looking rock right there with those piles right next to it. Look at what we have here on the other side of where I found the little gun up on top. You got this here that's laying here, and look at the rocks. That's intelligent alignment, guys. It's right on the other side. The boulder's right behind it. It's sitting on a quartz vein, applying pressure straight down. Look at how beautiful. Not from here. It's just flat. And there's two in there. It's got a flat bottom. Look at this. Zoop. And it's sitting on a jaggedy quartz vein. That's just beautiful. Looking down, one more time, looking down at the valley. Look at what it's sitting on this side. You see that? This rock here specifically is not from the vein, but it's what's holding up the weight to perfection right here. It's not a decomposing stone. It's perfectly flat on the bottom. It's sitting on the quartz vein right here and on a perfectly round stone right here, which is also on top of another quartz rock. So this stone here is generating more pressure on the quartz rock that's right below it. That's mind-blowing. One thing I want you guys to notice is that the stones are almost always somehow camouflaged, either a tree or something in front that prevents you from seeing it unless you really walk in detail all over the place. But also they're getting hit by the sun, because the sun, when the sun hits the rock, it changes the density of the quartz and it creates a different type of pressure. When the sun goes away, the quartz goes back to its normal density and is fluctuating, causing the pressure to go wong, 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 wong. There you have it. Orgone generator coming straight out of here. Positive ions affecting the frequency and the energy around it. It's the same thing as when you go to a waterfall. You feel good because that flowing water is releasing positive ions into the atmosphere and it's connecting with your ions and it's making that one connection. That's why you feel so good. And this is what I think is happening here in the forest, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. My, oh my. I'm leaving behind me a bunch of stuff because I just found this humongous boulder. Also propped up right here, right off the edge. Oh my God, how is this even possible? That's the other question I'm getting. How do they do it? I don't know. There's gotta be something with vibration, frequency, and energy, and being able to concentrate a lot of energy, make this thing vibrate, and somehow, I don't know how it's possible. Look at all this pile. Look at all this pile behind it. The tail. I always call it the tail. Wow. That is massive, guys. Right off the edge. It's about to come off. Ha. Yeah, look at this boulder right here. Got one suspended right there. Oh man, this is crazy. Look at the size of this champ. Oh my goodness. What happened here? I don't know. I don't know, but it's here. It's next to this. Look at it. It's propped up like everything else. Look at it, propped up on the boulders. Like I always tell you, they're propped up. And this one is just out of control. Out of control. It's bigger than the big tiger. Look at what's right in front of it. About to come off the edge, going down there. There's all kinds of dolmens and stuff up at the top. But I saw this and I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. I thought I was done seeing everything in here. I really thought so. But that's not the case. Wow, like I can't even believe how massive this boulder is. Look at it. A bunch of little round stones right underneath it. And it does not belong here. There's nowhere with that one in front. This is a massive, massive boulder that's been placed right here, about to come off the edge. Wow. I'm gonna make a video with me in front of it so that I can show you. It's incredible, guys. I can't even believe it, how big it is. Look at this. You got that up there. And then what do we have right here? Another little propped up stone right below it. Now this one right here is in alignment with the giant rock I just filmed. And it's got a peculiar shape, as you can see. And it looks very strange. There's another one that's very strange right there, standing straight up as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's in alignment with the huge one up there, up the hill. And it's not from here either. And there's another one right here standing straight up, like a triangle. Look at it from this angle and tell me what you think. Another one just sitting right here in alignment with the big one right up on top. And we got this big thing here. Got a stone on top of stone right there that's been propped up. I'm gonna go show you right now. Another humongous one. Right next to this one. Look at the size. Just standing straight up. How can a boulder be standing straight up on a downhill? Like miraculously, the boulders here, they end up standing straight up. Right below the boulder, another cluster standing straight up. The ginormous standing up boulder is right up behind this pine tree here. And then these bushes don't let me see. But right here we have a perfect flat rock creating a dome right below it. Hold on. Let me clear the bushes out of the way. Like, these stones were placed there and this was placed right on top. It's a perfect table. It's perfectly flat. And I can't see because of all those bushes. But you get the point. Right below it, we have a huge stone propped up on another stone. Not natural. Otherwise, propped up on another stone right here. Look at it. Humongous boulders. And now one standing straight up. This place is so cool. I totally missed a bunch of stuff. I will be back to this side. But look at these stones. They're all here, like in alignment with the big stone up there. How's that possible? Huge, huge, huge boulders. That one over there is suspended as well. That's crazy. What's it on? It doesn't fail, man. It never fails. Look at it. It's on top of another quartz rock. Once again, look at that dome standing straight up right there. See the theme? Another dome-like on top of another rock right here. What is this here? Oh my God. I just ran up the hill. Look at these ginormous boulders. And there's a bone right there. This is on top. This is about to come off. Look at the weird ribs on the rock. Huh. Big ginormous medallion standing up right there in between two. And this is the other angle from that teardrop rock in alignment with the big stone on top. Let's have a quick look here. I gotta get out of here. Nighttime's coming. At the top, by this right here. This is pinned by this. That's why we're up here. How did that piece of wood get up there? I don't know. You tell me, because you can't get up there. That's crazy. Yeah, okay. Making my way back now to a different line, to a different part, and another boulder, huge one, on top of this peak. It's pretty wild. Over and over again. Look at this room, like, got a stone right here. Look at the, oh my God. Okay. Tell me this is not a complete setup. What in the world is going on here? Hold on. How do I get down here? Give me a second. Yeah, this is an incredible arrangement. I've sat here pondering on it for a minute, and then I noticed that it's got its circular patterns, right? But they stuffed the bark with this stone right here. Different types of colors and shades of rose and white quartz. It's got this one sort of standing up on the wall right there. And then it's got an arrangement of little boulders, some with lichen, some without. This is a different color right here. Wow, how beautiful. And then here at the tip, multicolored, layered. Boom, 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 boom. This is like a little altar, man. This is really, really, really wild. It's got some stones right there. But this is out of control. Wow. What do you think this is? What is this? Some sort of entrance there. I don't know what that is. Let me go check it out. I'm right up above the little altar. I'm trying to decipher what this is. This big bark is not from this tree here, because this tree here still has the big bark. And this other bark was brought from elsewhere because it doesn't have the same colors and shapes, and still has bark on it, as you can see. That's intense. Let me see what those little things are over there. Not from there. This place right there. This area has got something to it, man. That crow hasn't left me. He just wants to be around. Look at that rock. Shape of a heart. Wow. Okay. I would have never found this had I not looked in every single inch of this mountain. Wow. This may not mean much to most people, but it does mean a lot to me, because it just gets my thinking going here. Look at it from here. Right underneath this standing block, it's looking down. Ah! I underestimated how steep it was when I jumped. Look at this thing. Another one again. Standing up right here. 2 stones. Got a couple crumbles around it. Over here next to these huge, massive boulders. And I see this little guy here, propped up as I'm making my way up. With right here, right next to this crumble. I missed a lot, but I'll be back, my friends. I'll be back.